talk a little bit about, we do our dynamic dish about this time every Saturday morning. It's become very popular. You can go back to the website, the Weekly Sports Magazine, and look at some of the previous dishes that we've done. Certainly last week, the one on high school football was got a lot of response on that as well. So let's talk a little bit more this week about Lamar Odom. Now, I want to talk about Lamar Odom and a broader picture, and certainly from what we've heard, the latest reports is Lamar Odom is not out of the woods yet, but he has developed consciousness, has given a thumbs up, has talked, things of that nature, that those are good signs. But if you don't know the backstory of Lamar Odom, and I've heard a lot of people ripping this guy about, oh, well, you shouldn't have taken the drugs, you know what it's going to do to you. Well, sometimes people get caught up in situations based on their history, all right? And here's and to be where he is today, when you understand where he was, is a blessing in itself. Let's just be realistic. Mother died at age 12, was raised by his grandmother. His father was a heroin addict all his life. So he really had no parental authority. Certainly he had a grandmother, but we've seen situations who had people grew up with grandmothers as opposed to parents. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. I've seen both. Now, and of course, growing up in the area that he grew up in. So it had to be tough on him to make it out. Now, obviously, he has a drug problem, he has an alcohol problem. But I think also he has a Kardashian problem. And the one thing that I want to say to Lamar Odom, which he probably will never hear this, brother, go get a wheel. As a matter of fact, I'm telling all men that if you have any assets whatsoever, go take care of that. There are a lot of men out there right now, I ain't going to get a will, I ain't leaving on nothing. That's just so stupid. If you have children, you need to have a will, because that's part of your legacy. And if you have any assets, you need to be leaving those to your spouse and your children. And in this case, Lamar Odom happened to have quite a bit of money. Now, I don't mean to be crass about this, but, life is life. And the family that he's currently married into, the Kardashian clan, let's be realistic. These women are known as gold diggers. That's the bottom line. I don't care if you like it or not. I don't like the show. I don't like what they stand for. I just don't. And you have 3 children. You need to make sure, Lamar Odom, that your children are taken care of. And those children are not by Khloe Kardashian. So if you would have passed away, and if any friends of Lamar Odom, if you're really their friends, you need to be talking to him about this. If he would have passed away, Khloe Kardashian would have been in control of the guaranteed money that he still receives from the NFL and the pension. Now, I wouldn't have a problem with that if this Kardashian woman was a legitimate person. But we know what they stand for. We know who they are. And it doesn't matter whether or not they're white. It's about character. It's about their character. And Lamar Odom, you need to get a will to make sure that your children are taken care of. And it's not left in the hands of a gold-digging family with no guarantee that they'll be taken care of. I'm just being real. You can get mad at me all you want. Now, as far as the public is concerned, I get so sick and tired of people standing on their high horses when it comes to people in the entertainment business. Because you get information about their lives through the media. But if we shine a light on your lives is just as bad in some cases. We've all been through stuff. We've all come out of stuff. And to simply write Lamar Odom off is pretty pathetic, in my opinion. Sure, he should have been doing drugs. Maybe you should have been doing drugs. Or maybe your child who's now in prison should have been doing drugs, or selling drugs, or beating that woman, or robbing that bank, or whatever the case may be. But did you throw him out with the bathwater? No, you didn't. We all can sit on our high holier than thou horses and pretend that we are so angelic, that we've never done anything wrong, and we can criticize and judge those who fall. or you can decide that, hey, I'm going to reach down and lift him up. Now look, I am not condoning drug abuse and alcohol abuse. It has ravaged our communities. All of us have somebody in our lives that has participated or have fallen victim to this evil, evil empire of drugs. I'm simply saying is that we cannot allow drugs and alcohol to determine when we're going to throw somebody away. We got to fight for them when they can't fight for themselves. We got to stand for them when they can't stand for themselves. And just because Lamar Odom is a millionaire, we got to stand for Lamar Odom too and hope that he gets better and he does not go down this path. And he gets a darn wheel. Please. All right. Now that's the dynamic dish for this week.